How's it going, Shot?
Not so bad. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I squeezed in a little bit of like end of summer kind of fun, which I thought was cool with the family. We went out to this I don't know if it's I guess it's a campsite. You know what I mean? I did a show about a month and a half ago with my boy David Drake. I don't know if you know him. Comedians you should know.
Yeah, David
Right?
Drake. Yes.
Yeah. So he used to work as a lifeguard at
I
like
mean, of course he has. Let
people
me
work
let
like
me just explain David Drake to our listeners. Um, I mean, he's a white guy,
that.
so there you go. He's he's a white guy, and eh, he's not. He just does things like he gives you the vibe of someone who's been a lifeguard or who is
Yeah.
a campground, like he runs hikes, or you
Yes.
know what I mean? He's like that kind of guy, but he's not overly that kind of guy. Like he doesn't wear toe shoes in public like at a bar. He's not that kind of guy, but
Yeah.
he is someone that is definitely tan in a way that I'm like, "Oh, you've been on trails. You just walk on trails."
Yeah. Like he's the guy that taught me what rucking was.
Mm.
Um, you know what I mean? Like stuff
And
like that.
now you get to be the guy who tells me what rucking is.
Rucking is a sport. White people in general basically like they figure out different ways of naming walking a sport. That's all rucking is. Rucking is walking with a book bag and you put stuff in the rocks in the bag, and that's all rucking is. I'm dead ass. It's just the way of walking with weight. They call it rucking.
I Come on.
You think
What
I'm
is
bullshitting? I'm dead ass. That's all
I
rucking is.
believe you, but I'm still going to look it up. Rucking versus running, rucking shoes, rucking meaning.
Real talk. You gonna find
Rucking
out.
is a form of exercise with roots in military training. Very simply, it's walking a set distance while carrying a weight in a backpack. I can't.
Real talk. I'm
I
telling you.
can't.
There's
Are
people
you
like, yeah, I got like rocks I like, and I put them in the bag, and it makes the bag heavy, and I walk. And I'm like, so you just walk? And I'm like, nah, I ruck. And I'm like, okay, but like when you define rucking, what is this? Like, it's me walking with a book. All right, so you walk. That's all you do. But they're like adamant. They're like, nah, I'm a rucker. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
here's
it's a whole
what
subgenre.
I mean, I guess good for them, but also, have we spoken to anyone who carries weight in a crossbody and then runs for buses or for train? Like this ain't nothing. If you're putting weight in a bag and then the distributing that weight equally on both shoulders,
Yeah.
big deal. Also, our children,
Yeah.
the books that
Literally.
they got to carry home, the children now have rolling book bags because they were like, I am fucking myself up and I am 11.
Real talk. Gotta see a back specialist because you in
I
school.
mean, they used to do scoliosis tests
Real
in a
talk.
way. They did that for you, right? We've had this
Yeah, I
discussion.
did
Yeah.
that. My kids didn't like understand. They didn't really have to do any of that stuff.
Right,
They're like,
because
yeah,
they're
because you carry
rolling
an
their
iPad.
books.
Yeah.
They're rolling their but yeah, they got laptops and shit. They don't need the
Yeah.
books anymore. But this is okay, whatever. I guess
Straight
put
up.
rocks in your
It's a
backpack.
real sport.
I can't even.
But yeah, David used to be a lifeguard at this
Mhm.
like campsite, you know what I mean? And it's beautiful. Like it's in Connecticut. They got like a little mini beach. They got ponds. People be out there like canoeing and like all of the shit that like I hear white people do, they do it here
Right.
in one
Yes.
concentrated space. You know what I mean? And they like it's the whole year. Like in the summer, they ski,
Mm.
all of the shit. You know what I mean? So like we had a show there a month back. I did really well at the show. And
Mhm.
I asked the guy that runs the place, hey, like I know it's membership only, but really had a blast here, like, and I'd like for my kids to see like nature. So can I
Right.
come back? And he was cool with it. So I went back with my kids and we had a good time. We did like the nature stuff as much as like we could.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just dope to like see like these two city kids just not understand like why this was like a big deal initially because they were like, yeah, like I don't get it. So we drove to be outside. I'm like, yeah, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's relaxed, it's
Right.
very clean, it's chill, and you could do stuff. And
Mhm.
they were like, "What would we do?" And I was like, "Well, admittedly, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. So like, we can't." I'm like, "We're gonna watch them do it today, and then if you have a thing you want to try, we'll come back another day, and I'll
Mhm.
sign you up to do it with an adult that I trust." But that
Right,
was,
right,
I was
right.
like, yeah, like, because like my son got like, he was like, "All right, like, are we gonna go camping?" I was like, "Do I look like I know how to camp? I've never in my life, you know." But if you're interested, let me know. Go look at the kids camping, see what they doing, and if that calls you, I promise you, we'll go camp. You'll go camping. I'm gonna stay
You'll
home.
go ca
Real
I
talk.
love when you hit your kids with the admittedly. Admittedly. I
Yo,
love
me,
it.
I got range. I know what it is. That's not
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? But I want you to experience it all. But I felt good as a parent. Like I exposed them to other stuff. It was dope. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like I was like, look, that's what canoeing looks like. I'm not
That's
gonna
good.
do that, but that's what it looks like right
So
there.
y'all just went and watched other people do the
Dead ass
activities?
for 6, 7 hours. On God, I just watched white folk do shit outside. I was like, yep, that's the thing right there. Real talk, yo. I was sightseeing
Oh
right
my
there.
god,
That shit was beautiful.
Gastor.
I like, look at that. Look at it.
Like you went to a zoo?
Straight up. I like, yo, I never seen that. That's correct. Yo, let me look. Let's look that one up. You know,
Oh my
but that's the
god.
thing. And I was, and whenever like a lot of white people got together, I would just ask questions like, yo, like how do you
Mhm.
like what's this? How you do it? You know, it was cool. They were super welcoming,
Right?
beautiful people.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Beautiful
like
people. Whites are a beautiful people.
Connecticut whites in particular. Like I want to
Okay.
give
Yeah,
them
yeah,
their
we wanna
credit. You know what I mean?
specify. We wanna make
Yeah.
sure we get the genus of the right.
You know what I mean? For the anthropological listeners of the pod,
Yes,
you know what I
right.
mean?
The
But
Connecticut
yeah.
white. Okay.
But I had a good time, sincerely. Like it was beautiful. Like, and Gabby got to relax. We got, sit outside in the sun and
Mhm.
get like a summer day in. But yeah, I don't know. I just find it like really like as a parent, I genuinely felt good that it was like a non-New York day. They
Right.
got to like experience something that like I part of the reason it's silly is that I didn't have those things. So I didn't do that. So I wanted
Right.
them to be like, yo, like I don't necessarily know how to get you into the thing, but it's as close as I could take you. Like
Mhm.
you can see it, and like if you want to do it, I'll ask the questions. So I was
Right.
happy to be able to expose them to it, show them that like kids were having fun doing the stuff.
So what were the things that you saw? What did
The
y'all see?
canoeing thing was really cool.
Mm.
There was like paddle boarding. There was
Oh, okay,
two
yeah.
different campsites areas. There was like one where like families would stay in log cabins, but there was also like some of them where people were like legitimately like in the bed
Tents?
covers kind of tents. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
uh-huh.
type things. Um, there was whitewater rafting, like
Oh,
like it's a whole thing. Like there was like an area for that where like you're going down like a hill versus like the flat water.
right.
And then like traditional stuff like swimming lessons because it's still a beach, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, the other thing that I thought was cool is because like it's a campsite, there's like almost everyone employed there except for like three people are teenagers,
Oh, sure.
which was really like beautiful in a weird way too, because like this whole community of like families are all here having a good time, but
Mhm.
they're also like teaching a kid how to be responsible in the background, you know what I mean? And like they're struggling at it, but this is the lowest stakes version of it, and it's an easy way to learn. So like there's
That is that's one way to look at that, yeah.
like I thought like they have a restaurant on the campus called like the Grill. And it's
Mhm.
just like fast food, takeout, like burgers, chicken
Right.
sandwiches. They got like 8 people working in that kitchen.
Mhm.
And like it takes them a solid 20 minutes to get a burger out. And
Right.
I think and it's and you look in the kitchen and it's just teenagers like
Yeah.
looking at each other like, how do I do this? Yeah, like and they're piecing together a cheeseburger as a crew. Like there's just
Okay.
they and
They had to hire at least one college person to help them
really,
out.
yo, that shit was amazing. I'm looking in the kitchen and they're like, hey, like pointing at like prop. I'm like, yeah, you seen pictures, of course. Put the cheese in there, you know what I mean? Um, but they figure it out, and I got it 9 times out of 10. What I ordered came back, you know, and I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? And
I
just watching
thought
these
that was
kids have their
dope.
first
Yeah.
jobs. you know?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it. Got it.
So yeah, overall, like I don't know, I genuinely enjoyed the community of it. And watching people have fun in ways that I don't normally have fun and things that I don't associate as like what I would do, and giving my kids a chance to see that. You know what I mean? I
Right.
thought it was cool.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool. Did they like any of the things they saw?
Um, they definitely liked looking at it. I think they share that with me. They're like, that's silly. I like that.
Oh Lord. You know what? I know it's deprogramming is hard. I know it's very tough to deprogram yourself and your family.
Right.
So
I,
I applaud your attempts at it. This is
yeah,
great. This is
I
a
took a
step in the
step.
right
You know what I mean?
direction. Yeah.
I think my son has an interest in camping. I'll
Okay.
try it with him.
Okay.
I told him, I was like, I can't jump all the way. I'm gonna do
Mhm.
the log cabin thing one of these days, where like it's still like a house inside,
Right.
but we're
Or you
further
could
out.
just go glamping.
Yeah, right. I've been hearing this.
Yes. I've been hearing what
Yeah,
is this
yo.
glamping? I've been hearing about it. You know, it's I think it stood for, like, glamorous camping or something,
Yeah,
but, it is maybe not a huge cabin, but a smaller like a structure,
right,
and maybe they got twinkle lights up or something, but, if you don't wanna if you wanna sleep, like, on a bed and not put a pallet down on the ground
right,
and hang your, food from a tree so a bear doesn't get it, which, you may still I don't know if you'll have to do that when you're glamping, but when you're camping, you will definitely have to hang your food up.
right.
So, things
Yeah,
like that.
like I could sleep on the floor. I don't wanna poop on a non-toilet. I think that's my line.
Oh, yeah, sure. That'll be
That's my personal line. Like, it's actually one of the reasons I'm scared to go back to Europe. Like, I remember, like, when I was in Italy, like, a lot of the public bathrooms, they had, like, the circle in the floor thing.
Oh, right, and the squatting.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
like, 22-year-old Gastor, I was all about I don't know if I could squat like that no more, my G."
Hey, I mean, I hear you. I know my body, though, and that any trip I make to Europe, I will stay constipated the entire time because my body will be like, "Mm-mm, we don't do that. We will just stay here. We'll stay here until we're near a toilet that makes sense to us."
Real talk. You might be in Italy, but this poop is coming out in
Yeah,
America.
right, exactly. This poop is transcontinental. Uh,
But yeah, I had a blast. It was a good time. Like it was, I was genuinely appreciative. You know what I mean? And but yeah, shouts to David. He like showed me a whole new life. You know what I mean? It was
a
cool.
whole new life. Well, good, good. I'm happy that you guys did that, actually. It
Yeah,
sounds pretty nice, and, hopefully something will come from it.
we out here, baby. Almonte's camping, 2025, baby.
2025, yes, okay,
You know what I mean? Next
right.
summer, we out here on these streets. You know
Or
what
or
I mean?
not, on these paths, on these trails. We're out
On
here
these
on these
trails, you're
trails.
right. You're right. In these trails, gang, gang, in the woods, Highland Park. Catch me camping. Real
Hmm.
talk.
Yeah,
Prospect Park
I mean,
camping.
I guess you could do that. I
Yeah.
imagine at a certain point, maybe a cop will come by and go, "What are you doing?" And if you're like, "Camping," they're like, "Alright, get in the van." I feel like it won't go that great.
Oh man, let's get into the news.
Okay.
Kicking us off, National Public Data Cyber Attack. That's right, massive data breach exposed countless social security numbers and personal info. Uh,
Mm.
More details about a cyber attack at the National Public Data and a background check company owned by Jericho Pictures Inc., has come to light since the company's first public statement addressing the incident. According to a recent filing made to the Maine's Attorney General Office, the MPD says 1.3 million Americans were impacted in the breach. However, other reports and expert commentary range from hundreds of millions of people to upwards of 2.7 billion impacted.
So
Eh,
all of us.
all
All
of us,
of us.
basically, yeah. A lawsuit brought against the NPD claims the number of affected people could be as high as 2.9. What we
Billion,
do know,
2.9 billion.
yeah, 2.9 billion people. What we do know is that the data stolen by hackers includes names, social security numbers, phone numbers, emailing addresses, and mailing addresses. So just all your info. Real talk.
Cool.
Data was then leaked in April and this summer. So it's been leaked twice, just in case you ain't have a chance to catch the first leak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't
Real
worry.
talk.
There's
You missed
more.
the album drop? No worry, it's coming back with bonus tracks. You know what I mean? They got you. Yo, shouts to these hackers. They're customer centric hackers. I like that. We cooperated with law enforcement and governmental investigators and conducted a review of the potentially affected records and will try to notify you if there are further significant developments that are applicable to you. There is
But how will
nothing.
I believe you since the hackers have every way to contact me that you have? What are you going to send me an email and say, "Hey, don't worry." Really?
My bad.
Please think this through. What are we doing? If it ain't by Pony Express, I'm not going to believe you.
I don't believe none of it. You know what I mean?
Send me a pigeon. Send me.
Real talk.
I also just had that in my head, like the song "Send Me an Angel" by. Hold on, who did "Send Me an Angel"? Was that Modern English or something? Or I forget. Anywho, so in my head, I just sang "Send me a pigeon." All right. I'm so sorry.
I
Every once
love
in a
that.
while,
I
I
love
go
that.
into 80s. Real Life. That was the name of the band. Real Life. They
Okay.
did "Send Me an Angel." Anyway, my point is, it's you can't even tighten up now. Everybody got everything. Everybody
Yeah.
got everything. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah. Like what would be the further development? Oh yeah, they didn't get they got there's one more thing too. They got your blood type. My bad. We
Right?
forgot to mention
Exactly.
that.
I don't even
Like,
know my blood type. Like,
yo, this is too much info. My
it's.
mom texts me, she's concerned. She's like, what should I do? I was like, I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Mhm.
Everything I looked up, I felt like it sounded ridiculous. They were like, sign up for this
Nope.
or like go on this and say
No,
like,
I
and
don't
I'm like,
trust anybody's
yeah.
like, look, I don't know.
It's just every answer sounded fake. They were like, you should
Yes.
go on this. And I'm like, but that they already have the email. They could go on that. You
Yeah.
know, like what am I doing that they can't do?
Yes, exactly. How do I know a hacker didn't already apply on my behalf to get my information
Yeah.
all sent to, you know what I mean?
Listen, hackers, this is the chance. I'm gonna talk to the hackers out there, yo. Real talk.
Okay, all right. Yeah, let them know, Gastor. Let the
This is
hackers
the
know.
chance. You know what I mean? Set the record for everybody even.
Oh, yes, like
Real
Fight Club.
talk. Fight Club, baby. You seen it. This is the time right here. Throw everything at zero, no debts. You know what I mean? Real anarchy, but also real reset.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
yes, I
Wipe
didn't
the
even think
slate
about
clean.
that.
This is the time.
I did assume that it was going to be used for nefarious reasons, and
It still can be.
yeah, and absolutely, who's to say it won't be? But if you were to take everybody down to like we're all equal, first of all, the bloodshed, the fighting in the streets. I'm not going out there, but yeah, like that's possible that maybe that could come of this.
At the very least, like do silly things. Like take away an amount of money that wouldn't be crippling, but would like really like hurt certain people. Like tell Elon he got 40 million.
Wait, hold on. So, but only to the people with money, right?
With money, yeah. Like
Yeah,
go to Elon, say, yo, you got $40 million
don't
and you
tell
got
me
7 mortgages.
that I got money or don't have money, and then I look at my account and that shit's gone. It's
Yeah,
going. It's not
yeah.
going. It's going to hit different.
Yeah, that's not right. I don't deserve that. But
Okay.
there's some rich people that like you could change their life in a way that they're still fine, to be clear.
Hmm.
So that they can't like, blame you for everything, but also you could redisperse $180 billion in a far more positive way.
Right.
Spread
Okay.
that out.
So we need a real Robin Hood on this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would every single person worth more than $2 billion, leave them with $500 million.
Hmm.
And then spread out the rest of the money evenly.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Here's the issue: humans.
Okay. Okay.
We're
Fair.
the wildest card there is. We're not a draw four. We're not a unlimited. We are the wildest card. We are humans.
Okay.
I love them. I am one. I don't
Yeah.
trust them.
That's real.
And so you even our Robin Hood, even if we found our Robin Hood and he's
Right.
taking from the rich and giving to the poor. Who's to say somebody who did a couple of months of data entry for Robin Hood in a cave somewhere isn't going to be salty because they wrote a script and made it more efficient. And now Robin Hood is just running that script and fired them. You know what I mean?
Mm,
No one's going to fully love Robin Hood.
that's
So
fair.
now they're retaliating against them. And uh, I just, people, I don't trust that people will do what is right.
That's right. That's fair.
You know what I mean? Because some people think of every time someone who's clearly dumb does a dumb thing, and all
Right.
these people show up like, yeah, that's our guy. And I'm like, are all of you dumb? Maybe on some level, yes, maybe.
Okay. Okay. All right, Robin Hood. I'm uh I'm gonna give you a long leash.
Okay.
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 You do disperse the funds, and I'm gonna look the other way when you kill 4 people. I'm gonna give you 4 murders.
Okay. All right. I like these numbers. I mean,
Real talk.
be easy to the people that are
Real
about
talk.
to be
Yeah.
murdered.
Don't. Yeah.
May your memory be a blessing.
Real
But
talk.
okay,
Like you doing.
4 is good.
I
4 is
think 4 is a good number. Like I don't want you to develop a lust, like a bloodlust. I can't give you more than 4.
less. I
Like I'm
want
doing that for you,
I
Robin Hood.
I want you to feel anguish each time.
Yeah, it got to hurt a little bit, like you, because you're still human, Robin Hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
doing good, but I also understand when you do something like this, some people gonna come after you and they're not gonna let it go.
right,
So you got 4. You could do, and you split them up how you want. You could like, take out somebody that bothered you when you was a kid, a new enemy that develops after you do this good deed,
mhm.
and maybe 1 or 2 people that you just historically didn't like. But mix it up, be colorful. You know what I mean? I'll let you paint the way you paint. You know what I mean?
Okay, alright,
But I think that's the right like amount to balance out. You know what I mean? And that way you don't gotta be judged as like, yo, you ain't do all good. You get the evil out right there. Do that.
right,
You got
and now that I've killed my poor people, let's get to giving out turkeys.
hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't know. It worked in Harlem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, okay, there is some precedent. This is a
Yeah,
real a Nino Brown kind of arrangement, but
that
it
could be
might
you.
I mean, we all saw what happened with him, so really think this through, whoever our Robin Hood is, because if you can make it to the end of New Jack City, good on you.
Good for you.
You must be Ice T or Judd Nelson. Y'all the only ones who make it to the end.
There will be movies done about you, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. So keep that in mind too.
Real
Write out
talk.
how you want to cast the movie, the songs that you definitely want for different parts. Have
Yeah,
that say put in a safe, and then make the combination very easy so that when you do die, they can get in there, but then they can see what your manifesto was the whole time.
that's it.
Hmm.
Look at that. We
Yeah.
helping you out, B. Real talk. And if you want to send us a little extra love, because we ain't gonna fight
Yeah.
you.
I mean, not everything can be gratis.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Give us 2 shares. That's it.
Yeah,
Of
we'll
whatever
be
you
mad
split
at
up. Just
you.
give us 2 shares.
We
That's it.
give him 2 shares.
We ain't
Give
grinding.
him a share. Give me my money. Tomorrow isn't promised. Put my money in a plastic bag and leave it on the floor.
In other news, rare 12-foot doomsday serpent discovered floating off San Diego coast. That's right. A long serpent-like creature from the deep was discovered by snorkelers in La Jolla Cove, sparking speculation that this mystic beast could signal an impending earthquake in California. In a discovery that could be the opening scene of a disaster movie, innocent snorkelers and kayakers saw an unusual glistening fish meets sea snake floating out of a place in La Jolla, 12 feet long. They couldn't miss the formidable creature that experts from the Scripps Institution of Oceanography rushed to identify. The an official statement, an oarfish sighting is so rare it holds mythic and even forbidding meaning to our ancestors, a sea beast that lives where little light reaches and only expert divers can reach, barely, but slithers across the world in Japanese is known as a Ryugoku no Tsusaka. This article's all over the place. What's happening
I know, it is covering a lot of ground.
here?
I'm just trying to figure out if it was alive when they saw it,
Yeah,
because the photographs on this article are first 2 people in the water just holding this fish, and then it goes on to say how, "Oh, the sea beast is rarely seen, and it's actually seen as, for, like a warning."
yeah,
And I'm like, "Wow," because 'cause I'm watching people dance with this fish in the water.
yeah. They look kind of happy about finding this
Yeah,
warning.
so to me, I mean, keep that orca energy with these people who are manhandling you. But I'm trying to figure out if it was dead or alive.
At the very least, it's dead now,
Oh, for sure,
right?
because
Like
they
that don't.
definitely cut it open to see what it is.
Yeah, like
Because we
people
so
don't leave things alone.
goddamn nosy.
Real
Why
talk.
can't we just why don't we try to just push it back down? You know when you're seeing something you're not supposed to be seeing. I don't think we were supposed to be seeing this animal.
Real talk. Yo, y'all got to start treating majestic beasts like your parents smashing. Okay, don't talk about it. Just walk away. You know
Just
what I mean? Turn around, and
close the
everyone
door
near the
behind
door
you.
just tell them, nah, that's not. It's not. It's nothing.
Right,
Go get milk.
right.
You know.
Not mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No,
Everybody's supposed to discover the earthquakes the same way with the floor shaking. Okay.
right. So, but I mean, like, that is kind of wild if earthquakes happening elsewhere have moved this fish all the way from Japan
Yeah,
to
that's trippy.
California. I mean, I I feel like I don't know if they caught like if they dragged it up when it was alive. I really would like to know if when they put their hands on it, it was alive, or if they killed it and then posed for pictures with it, which are also some of the pictures on this article.
Yeah,
Like, it's insane.
I think both stories would be wild either way, right? Because like
Yeah.
if something dead floats across from Japan to California, that's wild. If
That's wild,
something,
leave it alone.
yeah, and then also if something is so wild that it runs away nonstop from Japan to California, that's also wild,
Because that means whatever it's running from is chasing it.
right? Like that's just like nah, B, I got to keep going.
So if it's running from something that looks that looks weird, then what do you think the thing is that's chasing it?
Yeah, mm-mm.
And then earthquake is behind that? No, thank you.
Nah, B,
Come on, put
not for
blinders
me.
on. Keep that bitch in the water. Say, we don't want no smoke. I
No,
don't know what you are.
at all. My homegirl just
Mm-mm.
bought a house in LA too, man. Good luck with that. Know what I
Now you
mean?
got these Japanese slithers in your backyard, and they are funny looking.
Finally, Oreo and Coca-Cola have teamed up to create a chocolate soda and fizzy
No,
cookies.
gross,
Just for you,
gross.
Sha.
No, this is gross. And I think I saw fizzy Coca-Cola Oreos somewhere. I feel
Yeah,
either online or something where I was just like, those words don't even make sense together.
yo. What's wild to me, they got a Coca-Cola Oreo zero sugar soda. Yo, that's such a specific
Gross.
demo, B.
I those to me are two different kinds of sweet. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I agree.
I don't dip cookies in milk because I don't drink milk because my stomach and milk have had issues for decades. So I don't do it. So I mean I'll eat cookies and then I usually will just drink water.
Right.
It's very humdrum, but it's what I do in order to stay alive and not puke my guts out. But like Coca-Cola is its own to me, Coca-Cola is a kind of sweet that goes with salty things. So you drink
Yes.
Coca-Cola while you're eating fries or chips or, a
Mm.
savory thing. You don't drink Coca-Cola when you are eating sweet things. Now I say that. My roommate is a Diet Coke person. He drinks it with everything, sweet or savory or salty.
Nah, can't do it. I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't understand it. But to me, those are two different kinds of sweet, Oreo and Coca Cola. If I was eating an Oreo and then I drank a Coca Cola, my mouth would just be like, "Oh, so you don't want none of your teeth?" And then teeth would just pink, 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 just fall out immediately.
Right with you.
Yeah,
This is actually why I think at Wendy's you have to make a choice, soda or frosty.
Mm,
I don't think you
right.
should do both same meal. That's wild.
No.
Wild work.
And that's both is literal type 2. It has to be labeled, "This is type 2's diabetes."
As a combo, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, you want the
Each is
type
a type
2?
one.
No. Oh, gross. So anyway, what are they saying about these damn cookies?
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
Coke and
curious.
Oreo joined forces. The brands created two limited edition products: Coca-Cola Oreo Zero Sugar Soda and Oreo Coca-Cola Cookies. The dessert and drink items, both of which are available starting September 9th, come
Mhm.
in special packaging with sleek black backgrounds. They are decorated with images of Oreos stacked in an arrangement that resembles the silhouette of a classic Coca-Cola glass bottle. But what's inside each package is what really shines. Ooh, the
Ugh.
Oreo Coca-Cola sandwich cookies are made of two different cookies. One cookie looks like the classic chocolate Oreo, but has a pop of soda flavor from the Coca-Cola syrup. The other half of the sandwich is red colored golden Oreo cookies with the Coca-Cola logo and bubble designs. The classic cream layer and the poppin' candies that are meant to replicate the fizziness of the sipping soda experience are sandwiched between the black and red cookies.
That's the other thing. That kind of candy mixed with, like, a sandwich cookie, those are 2 different kinds of sweets and sensations. They're doing 2 like Pop Rocks.
Yeah,
So you want me to put a Pop Rocks in my mouth, some Coca-Cola, and then, like, an Oreo cookie, and then just go, "There you go. Go on out there in traffic, have a good time."
real talk.
That sounds bad.
Like someone's gonna have that and then go back to class after lunch. Nah, B.
Nah, no, you gotta run that off.
Real talk. I gotta teach you about social studies after this shit. Nah,
Mm-mm,
man.
not at all.
Uh-uh. And then there's a drink that specifics of the limited edition soda are a little more vague. According to the press release, the Coca-Cola Oreo Zero Sugar is meant to combine the smooth fusion of a refreshing Coca-Cola taste with flavorful hints inspired by Oreo cookies.
Oh,
Okay.
there ain't no okay, those just taste like regular Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
And
I
then when
don't
you're
think it's
like,
gonna
"I
be
don't
that
taste the Oreo," they're gonna say, "No, no, 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 there are flavorful hints. There are hints. There's hints of Coca-Cola in
I
that
will say,
soda."
both of these, I love the packaging. It looks dope. Like there's like an elegance
Oh,
to the look.
look, if there's anything that Coca-Cola is gonna do right, it is marketing.
Yeah.
They gonna know how to market and Oreo as well. Oreo's got its
Yeah.
look and all that kinda stuff, and they can mess with the colors a little, but you're still seeing the true Oreo, like, brand. Yeah, so I mean, from a marketing standpoint, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
But
This looks fire.
for your teeth and for your innards, this is a bad idea. This is a terrible idea. For your blood sugar, this is horrible.
If you would like for Gastor and Shalewa to do a taste test of these products, all you gotta do is like and subscribe to the show, baby. If you're an Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. You actually want us to do it. You don't want us to be alive anymore. That's fucked up, B.
Yeah, there's no way. We
There's
wouldn't
no, I can't do this
you can't do it at all.
at all. None of this is for me.
I
You know
know.
what I mean? 5 stars is the first time you ruin for something not to happen because you want us to continue as people.
To
Thank you.
live, and we
Real talk.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Bottom of my heart. This is crazy. I this is insanity that these are real products.
I can't believe yeah, it truly feels like a fever dream.
Oh my god. I'm sweating just reading this.
Yeah, it seems so ugh, and I
I'm
mean, I
getting
like
diabetes sweat reading
yeah,
about a cookie.
I like sugar, but this none of this would and to
Nah.
be fair, I know I've been talking about the flavor like, "Oh, no, these are 2 different kinds of sweet and blah, blah, blah." Let me be clear. This sounds like a terrible idea, just taste-wise. Like, we've run out of all of the things that, Oreo can, like, match with. Because Oreo there, they had so many different flavors and all this kinda stuff, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Slow down." And now
They
they're
went
moving into
ham.
the soda territory. Like, I
Mm-mm.
guarantee you they're going to have a golden Oreo, like, with Fanta orange in it,
It's
because
too
that's
much.
their vanilla flavored cookie, and then they're going to throw some orange in there, and they're going to throw some orange fizzy rocks, and I'm going to get sick trying to try that damn cookie. But yeah, it sounds like a bad idea.
Not for me. This is
Mm-mm.
too far. The
Yeah, you got me. You finally.
yeah, like
No.
I was like, I didn't think I had a line, but yeah, we hit.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know until
You don't
you
know
see
till you
it.
see it. This is it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, gross.
Okay, real talk. I found it. Real talk. When you got me chewing my soda, yeah, nah, we good.
Yes, exactly. I don't drink boba tea for the same thing. It's got big old
Yeah.
particles at the bottom, and I signed up for a drink. I'm drinking out of straw. I want only liquid. You're trying to choke me with a tapioca pearl. No, no.
You have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo or at Gastor Almonte. Shout out this week to Cynthia Butler, the realest 23 in an apple a day. Always appreciate your articles. With all that said, I am the proud to be dodging this bullet. Gastor Almonte. Admittedly, I'm happy that your roommate this is the first time I'm happy your roommate will be moving out because you won't be taste testing these. Shalewa
Oh, but
Sharpe.
we still got a couple of Sundays. I bet you anything. I bet something wild will happen, and the two of us will be sitting in front of this fucking camera with this god awful, this god awful Oreo thing. It sounds like such a bad idea,
It might happen.
I could see it happening. I'm gonna fight it, but I
Real
also
talk.
will welcome it. I'm very torn, but for right now, ew.
I
Catch me
did
in a
the
week
dark
though.
chocolate flavor cream recently. That was very good.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's not bad.
You know, it
I tell
wasn't too
you,
crazy of a range.
uh, Oreo had like a peanut butter pie
Oh,
flavored Oreo, and I was just like, "What is that supposed to be?" It's real good.
huh.
Yeah, it's real
Okay.
good. So I would recommend that. And then we're coming up into autumn, so they may have their carrot cake.
Okay. Okay. They getting frisky again.
That one was good too. It wasn't under like the cookies were golden cookies,
Yeah.
and then the cream was like it's so spicy or something. So but it was good. It didn't have to be that good. Carrot cake Oreo, I was like, oh, gross, but it was actually good.
You know, but why doesn't Oreo just have milk?
I think that might actually be
Like,
like milk
or
flavored cream.
just yeah,
I
like
think
this.
the
So,
cream is the stand-in for the milk.
but yeah, like y'all sell all this other. Y'all keep pushing more onto the cookie side. Expand to the other
Oh,
side.
you
Like
mean
we're
like go into the milk
yeah, get
aisle
into the
and there's
milk game.
Oreo milk. The way
Yeah,
there's Reese's peanut butter cups peanut butter.
yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like they already have the branding strength. You
Okay.
instantly have two flavors. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I think it would look cool to dip my Oreos into Oreo milk, and I
Okay.
feel like there's natural expansion in that world. Whereas like the
Sure.
way you expanded in the cookies, you've crossed the line. You jumped the shark already, my G. Like
Yeah,
you're done.
you're doing a lot that doesn't 100%
Yeah.
make sense.
But you could start with just regular milk right now.
I
Yo, like
mean,
when you pop out with 2%, they're gonna go crazy.
yeah,
You know
I
what I
got to
mean?
be honest with you. That's not a bad idea.
I'm telling you. And
Like I could see that.
most milks don't have brands.
That's
People ain't
true.
really
It's just you
loyal
just
like that.
get the one. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be ahead of the game on it.
Okay. Think that through, Oreo.
Real talk.
Go real simple with your next plan.
That's
Dial it
it.
back. Dial it
Dial
back.
it back, baby. We here for you, yo.
Because
Yo, real talk.
I feel like the Coca-Cola thing is too far. We got to get you back from this ledge.
Real talk. You reaching. Somebody in that meeting is stressed, is all I'm saying. You know
Would
what I mean? And
you
the
would
answer's
step
right in
off
front of you.
of that ledge, my friend? I'm sorry. I got.
This has been a consulting episode of the War
Yes,
Report, okay?
absolutely. Yeah.
We're here to help, okay? Catch y'all next time. Peace.